Today I'm going to speak on the topic change. What is change? Change is a process which makes the things different. But why the things are needed to be changed? When and how? Well, uh, before proceeding more, I'd like to ask a question. How many times you say, "Oh, I'm so bored today. I'm so bored." Any of you? Yeah, and that is the point of time where you need change somewhere around you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, change is a process which will suppress your comfort, which will suppress your life coming out from the comfort zone. As a human being, we have a tendency that we always find out where we can be comfortable, where we can do our day-to-day tasks as simple as easy. But have you ever imagined, have you ever realized what might be the effect of being in comfort zone? Being in comfort zone, it will suppress our thought. It won't allow us to think out of the box, and as a result, we cannot grow either professionally or personally. So now let's have an example of my life. It was a couple of years ago. As soon as I reached from office, after a long work at my office, I I used to be extremely tired, and the things where I get most interest, like take the laptop and do Facebook, pick up the sail and play some video games, start running with the subway surfing, cutting the vegetable in ninja, so and so. And it was keep going along with me for a couple of months, and finally what happened is sometimes suddenly I will get up in the midnight with lots of bursts of energy, and I'll keep awake till late night, and finally I will be get up in the next morning with a very tired mood. So this cycle was with me almost for a couple of months, and one day finally I felt like I'm not able to accept the actual fun with those mindless life negating stuffs. So I decided, why can't we make some change which I can replace with those nightmare stuffs? Yes, I did that. I forced myself to do a new routine called 20 minutes routine. As soon as I reached from office, I decided I will keep myself busy with at least for 20 minutes with one among the activities. So I decided I read either an article from a book, or else I will go for an evening workout, or else I will do at least one computer programming language. And believe me, when I started doing those tasks regularly, I found myself, I found myself, I'm getting interest with those stuffs, and it helped me to figure out where I have the most interest in which things. So now I could say those small boredom that I felt, it really changed my life, where I can feel I'm a better person than before. Now coming to change, what might be the different types of change? Yes, change also have different stages. It has there are different kind of changes. Change is internal. One among them is internal changes. Internal changes is a change which will make a person different than before. So it is the change which will make us what we want to be. So if we want to be a good speaker, if you want to be a good listener, just practice and change yourself, and you can see your life will stay interesting every time. Now, um, whether change happens with everyone or everybody or every time, no, exactly not. I can say 50% might say yes, we have to change in that, or else others say no. There are certain factors which resist us to adapt with the change. For one among them is problematic behavior. Those behavior like I am helpless. When we grow with that attitude that I am helpless, I cannot do anything at this situation, this power of belief will resist us to do anything. This will, it will not allow us to do anything along with the situation. Second behavior like I am, this is not my fault. So When we say, yeah, I'm not responsible whatever happened, I'm just a victim here. I don't know why it happened with me. So once we grow that attitude, we never proceed for a little challenge. We never find to change something which could have been better for us. So another one is problematic behavior. Another one will be we pretend. Sometimes if situation will not satisfy us, we are not happy. We try to ignore it instead of acting against that. So if we say, yeah, this situation will not happen again in my life, but we cannot guarantee without taking any action against that. Now, is change really awkward to accept? Yes, it is. Because change always gets starts from our comfort zone, and it is really difficult to find out from the come out with the from the comfort zone. But change has different stages. Although we find it difficult, but we have to put ourselves to go along with the change, where we can find, yeah, it is really easy to adapt the change, and you can feel that feeling awkward is nothing but feeling awesome. Now there is another change like external change, climate change can change, natural law can change. So these are the external changes where we can, which will affect us unknowingly. For example, also technology gets changes. Now, how many of you have noticed how Google Doodle is look like nowadays? Yeah, because this is a FIFA world, so you can see the Google Doodle that icon along with the FIFA. So this is called technology change, where without knowing we will be adapting along with those changes. So now there is one another change is called behavioral change. For example, we are going to a new place. We like it, but once again we feel keep going to that same place. We don't have that interest like before. Same thing happens with watching movies. If you keep watching the same movie again and again, we might lose the interest that we had before. But coming to a song, if you listen a song and you like it, and if you next time want to listen that next time you're listening that song, you can see now that that song will be more clear to us because we can remember the lyrics of that. Also, you can see we along with that song because you remember the song, that the lyrics and all. So, change does not mean that things has to be different. So it can change. It can feel interest from the same thing if your behavior will be changed. So for getting interest of in a particular thing, we have to change our behavior. There are many different factors like time, your mindset, and all. So now I would like to end up with my speech along with the quote like, in this world, only one constant thing. What is that?
Change.
Yeah, that is change. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be constant along it.